Good morning students and welcome to the new lecture of the business studies. So previously we were actually doing the topic that is international business, and we had just studied about what is the your export procedure, then the import procedure, and what are the international business, what are their you can say the features as well as the problems you are facing during doing that. So today we have actually chosen a very important topic in this topic, that is the WTO. It means the World Trade Organization. How the World Trade Organization plays a role for doing the international business. It is actually the international body which is actually taking care about the international business. So what do we mean by the WTO? It means that the World Trade Organization is the only global international organization which deals with the rules and regulations of the trade between the different nations. So it was established on the 1st January 1995. So World Trade Organization is actually the framing body for the international business. It means it is as you know that in every country there is a rule and regulation for the business. So here for the international business means we are doing the business with the foreign countries. When the two foreign countries come together for the business, that is called international business. And every country has their own rule and regulation. It means every country has their own rule and regulation, but when we are coming together for the association of a same venture or a same business, then there may be some conflict arise just because of the different rule and regulation of each country. It means for just consenting for each country, just for doing the business smoothly, it is the World Trade Organization which is actually playing a very important role, because it is a commonly body which is framing the common rule and regulation for all the foreign countries which is dealing with each other just for the international trade, just for the purpose of doing the international business or the trade. It came into existence at the 1st of January 1995. So it means that now before discussing it, what is the nature of the World Trade Organization, we try to understand that. WTO deals with the sale of the trade between the nation at the global level. It means it deals with the sales of all kind of the country. It means there should not be, no country is cheated to the other country, and there must be the proper rules and regulation that has to be set by them. And every country who is doing the sale or who is doing the business has to follow those rules and regulations. It contains a contract signed by the government to bind the governments to keep their trade policy within agreed limits. It means both the both the government has to bind between each other and has to do the consent of that rule and regulation for the particular agreed limits. It operates with the purpose of liberalizing the trade and free flow of the goods and services in the international market. WTO settled, it means World Trade Organization settled dispute through some neutral procedures, because if the two, that it is obvious when two persons come together, there may be the dispute. Here we are talking about the two countries, and there may be the dispute between these two countries also. And if there is a dispute arises because of any reason, then the WTO the World Trade Organization has also set up a proper rule and regulation or procedure to set the dispute between the countries. Now, next is the main function is to ensure the trade flows as smoothly and freely as possible. This is the main aim of the World Trade Organization, that the international business should follow very smoothly and very freely. Now, next, what is the benefit or the importance of the World Trade Organization, or you can also say what is the main role of this organization. First, it promotes the international peace. Next, that is settle the dispute among the member nations, make international trade very smooth by framing common help in economic growth for developing country by giving them preferential treatment, free trade help in providing quality products and improving the standard of living of the people. So it means it is a very great role to play of the World Trade Organization. World Trade Organization is actually come into existence just to take care about all the countries who are doing the business together. Because as I have already said that when we are coming together, there may be some dispute, there may be some thoughts which are not matching to each other, and that reason there may be some dispute arises. And if the dispute arises between the country, it can disturb the countries. It can create a disturbance among the country who are trading between. So just to overcome all these problems, this World Trade Organization plays a very important role by framing the proper set of rules and policies, and it is actually not for a particular one country. There are so many countries which are member of the World Trade Organization, and it is actually doing the working just for the benefit of to raise the living standard of the countryman, and also just for making the international trade very smoothly, doing the smooth work, and for doing the just for that smooth work it is the rules and regulation that is very important to obey by all the member countries. Now the agreement of the WTO, there are some agreement. There are very important agreement which is by the WTO, which is you can say known as a GATT or ATC, or the agreement of agriculture, and the GATS, that is the GATS, GATS. Now one by one we are going to study what is the GATT. It means General Agreement on Tariff and Trade. The GATT means come into existence on the 1st January 1948 and remain in a force till December 1994. In 1994 the GATT was modified. It was liberalized and also included certain special agreement involved in deal with the specific no tariff barriers. This agreement defined the general rule and regulation which are binding to all the countries involved in the foreign trade. Means in 1994 the GATT was again modified. Next, that is the agreement of the textile and clothing, which is called ATC. Under ATC, the developed country agreed to remove quota restriction during the period of 10 years starting from the 1995. Earlier, the developed country were having restrictions on export and import of textile. After this, the agreement, developing country were able to expand their textile and clothing exports. Next, that is the agreement on agriculture. This agreement was made to ensure free and fair trade in the agriculture. Earlier, agriculture trade suffered from the certain drawbacks as it was highly distorted due to use of subsidies by some of the developed countries. Under this agreement, the developed countries were ready to lower down the custom duty on their imports and subsidy to their exports. Now, next is the General Agreement on Trade in Services, which is called GATS. Services are acts on the performance which cannot be seen or touched. GATS enforce all the rules which are applicable on trade in goods and on trade in services also. Three major provisions of GATS are: all member countries must remove restriction on trade. It insists that the trade in services is governed by most favored nation obligation. This prevents the country to discriminate among the foreign supply of the services. Then each member country must publish its relevant laws and regulations regarding trade of the services. So, next is the agreement on the trade related aspect of intellectual property rights, which is called TRIPS. Intellectual property means information such as idea, invention, the expressions, etc. This agreement sets up the protection standard of the 7 intellectual properties. These are copyright, trademarks, geographical indications, then industrial designs, patents, layout design of integrated circuits and trade secrets. So these all are the agreement by the WTO, World Trade Organization. So with that our chapter is going to be over. So in this chapter we have just studied about what is international business and how the World Trade Organization plays a very important role, because it is actually you can say it is the organized body which is actually taking care and protecting all the countries which are doing the trade. They are also trying to solve the dispute. There are also rules and regulation are set, or there is a set of law and rule and regulation which are actually using for overcoming the dispute of the country which have some problems. Because World Trade Organization is just like you can say the organized body, and all the members who are doing the trade with the other all the member country who are doing the trade, and this World Trade Organization is actually coming to force just to enhance the international trade, but with the you can say the friendly terms. It's good to be excel in your own field, and it's good to do the business or just cross the limits of the country and do the business with the other countries. But it's also very important that the business should be with a fair way, and there should be no dispute among the countries, and WTO is actually doing the organized body as well as the protecting body for the members, for the country members. So this is, I think, all enough for today, and we are going to meet in the next lecture. Till then, I will say